Warning, this video contains major spoilers from both shows. If you do not like spoilers, then don't watch this video. Hello everyone, this is Alex Algebra here. Now today I want you to talk to you about something a little shocking about two certain shows. Gravity Falls and Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Now I love both shows are great, but you're never gonna believe this. But you may not have known this already, but Gravity Falls actually ripped off Mystery Incorporated. And it's not just a tiny bit ripoff, lots of ripoffs. Gravity Falls actually ripped off plot elements from the show, character traits and personalities and subplots, and it even rips off scenes from both Season 1 and Season 2. Now, Gravity Falls came out 2 years after Mystery Incorporated did. So now, I'm going to talk to you about some of the major similarities that both shows have. Now, I'm not going to go through every single similarity, just some of the big major ones, okay? So here's how it goes. Now, one of the big similarities is where the show takes place. Both shows take place in a mysterious town where strange and bizarre things happen, except unlike in Gravity Falls, all the things in Mystery Incorporated are fake, but still, it's very close enough as it follows secrets, and not to mention that the secret things happened many years before the main characters got there. Now, even the main character is similar, as we have Dipper and Fred. What makes them so similar is that they both love adventure, mystery solving, and they will do anything to discover what the secrets are, as that's what their goal in the show is. And here's another similar character, Grunkle Stan and Mayor Jones. What makes them so similar is that they both are very greedy with money, and they love turning things into big attractions, and not to mention that they're the guardians of the main characters. And another big similarity is that they both have little secrets hidden from the main characters that they do not want them to know about. And all these secrets have things to do with things that happened before in the town. Another similar character is the main villain, Bill Cipher and Professor Pericles. What makes them so similar is that they have plans of ruling over the whole town, and they want to capture the keys that the main character has in order to use them to take over the town. Another similar character is Pacifica and George Avocados. What makes these two so similar is that they're both wear nice clothing, and they both have very secrets with their families, and they both are constantly really big jerks to the gang. To the main characters, I mean. Another big major similar character is Robbie and Ethan. Now what makes both Robbie and Ethan so similar is that they both are big teenagers who love music, and they love living on the rad side. And of course, they're also jerks to the main character as well. Another big major similar character is Old Man McGugget and Danny Darrow. What makes these two so similar is that they're both old cootie old men and who got turned into this by a little incident. You see, before they became old cootie old men, they used to be young people until they came across something very dramatic that turned them into what they are and ruined their lives. Another similar aspect is the journals and the planispheric discs. Now, these are the keys that are helping make the main villain stronger, as they're trying to steal it from the main characters in order to unlock their powers that way they can rule over the whole town. Now, another big major similarity that both shows have is that in Gravity Falls, two celebrities play themselves in the show, and they're the only two celebrities that play themselves, and they are Larry King and Coolio. In Mystery Incorporated, two real-life celebrities also play themselves, as we have Harlan Ellison and Michael J. Anderson as themselves. And here's another major shock about the celebrities playing themselves. Two of them make a comeback one of them makes a comeback in the series finale of the show, and the ones that make a comeback are Harlan Ellison and Larry King. Very shocking. And here's another big major similarity that both shows have, is that in both shows, one of the main characters gets arrested at the end of the first season, and they're barely seen in season 2, as they're only seen in pictures and flashbacks, and they barely appear much. I mean, they come back in the final episode, but not as much as with the rest of the show. And another big shocking similarity is that both shows referenced Twin Peaks. Now, I know that's probably just a coincidence, but still, it's very worth mentioning. And now, here, let's talk about some very similar scenes in the show. Now, one of the big similar scenes is that in the very first episode of the show, which is Tourist Trap and Beware the Beast from Below, the main character comes across a little special artifact in a very dark place of the town. And this dark artifact is the journal and the locket. And both of these artifacts they find is the part that starts the ongoing plot of the show. Another big similarity scene is that when the main characters comes across their guardian's very big secret, they immediately turn against them and call them, saying, "You're not my guardian father or uncle." And of course, this happens in Not What He Seems and All Fear the Freak, which are the names of the episodes, and the main character immediately turns against them. Another big major similarity is in the episodes Irrational Treasure and Secret of the Ghost Rig. What makes these scenes so similar is that basically, like, when the main characters come across a dark cave, or they come across a little certain secret, they come across a book or a paper that talks about a certain someone, and this certain someone was the original founder or mayor of the town, and the papers reveal a dark secret about them, telling them maybe that they were probably a fraud, or maybe they did something that very wrong in their past, as well as getting a little flashback. And just as they're reading this and coming across the dark secrets, apparently the main villains of the episodes appear in the cave just as they're reading it. And here's another big major similarity from both sock opera and Theater of Doom. In both episodes, the main characters are putting on a little play for an audience in a theater, a really big play too. In fact, and there's a very special person in the audience that they're mostly trying to impress in order to make it all great. And just as the play is just going all great, until the main villain comes out and crashes the whole show, as apparently the reason why is because he's trying to find a little artifact that's within the play, as he's trying to murder the main characters to get it. And then this results in a big fight on the stage as they fight over the main artifact, as the audience just watches in horror. Another big major scene is Soos and the Real Girl and the Legend of Alice May. What makes both of these episodes so similar is that in the episodes, the main character meets this new girl who is the main antagonist of the episode, as apparently they fall in love with each other, and everything is going well. Everything is going well until the main character tells her that he's seeing someone else now, and then this makes her outraged about it. And then later, while the main character and his girlfriend are now out on their date enjoying themselves, unfortunately the evil girl before who he was dating comes out as she goes on a major rampage and attacks everybody at the place that they're having their date at. Very shocking. And here's the final similarity. In the final episode of the show, Weirdmageddon and Come Undone, basically the main villain has finally unlocked his power as he's destroying the whole town and killing innocent people, as the main characters now have to stop him. And some of the stuff is like the Apocalypse or Weirdmageddon. And very shocking too. And then, after that, once the main villain is defeated, the whole town is finally restored back to normal, except with a couple major changes have happened now. Like, things are not the same as they were before. And here's another big shocker. At the very end of the final episode, the episode ends with the main characters driving off into the distance just as the camera is zooming out. Now, all of that is very shocking. And not to mention the fact that both shows, like, each episode is 20 minutes long, and both shows only lasted 2 seasons before ending. Now, there are many more similarities that both these shows have, but those were just one of them. Those were just some of them. Now, it's very shocking both these shows have these. And of course, now the question is, did Gravity Falls rip off Mystery Incorporated? Now, I mean, I'm not positively sure if the creators of Gravity Falls even watched Mystery Incorporated, but if they did, it would make a lot of sense. Now, those were all the similarities I wanted to show you. Now, just in case some of you didn't know, now I love both of these shows, and I think it's kind of great both shows have big similarities. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll be surprised on what you think of both shows. Okay, goodbye.